Oh no, me. Oh my god, soon. And I'm so having an awful. Followers go away, countdown go away. Cut. Sweet. Go into the room. Alright, we're in here. Okay, I can hear myself. We're gonna get going. I'm caught, but that's okay. This needs to be pointed a little bit more down. Great. Hi everyone, welcome to my stream today. We are going to be working on Coffee Companion. Yay. Where did it go? So we will do that. I want to do a little bit of like what exactly we're doing right now. Wait, that'll work. Okay, so I'm gonna do a little bit of overview of what we're gonna do here. Again, welcome to my stream. We are going to be working on Coffee Companion, so Swift and SwiftUI app development today. Over the weekend I did a lot of Zelda, which was fun. But now it's time to work on some more app development stuff. Cool. So let's switch to here. So today we are going to, I kind of cut down the list a little bit. I don't really have that long today, but I really wanted to get more work done. So we are going to work on this doing list here. Which means timer does not, I noticed today that the timer does not start back over at 0. We need to be able to edit a brew method from the list. So like in the, here to go. I can build it now and run it. And I'll make the text a bit bigger also still, again as well. But in the list menu, when you press and hold, it should come up and let you see exactly what's going on. So we are going, and when you press and hold, it should open that edit view, kind of like whenever you just hit edit. So that's what we're going to work on today as well, give them that context menu, and then the time button in the text needs to be a bit bigger. And by a bit, I mean a lot bigger. So that's another thing that I'm going to get done today. So here we go. Now it can be built. So those are the 3 tasks to kind of get done today. We have a lot of to-dos keep piling in, which is nice. That's good. Before the app is officially published. The app is currently live on for test flight though. So even if you're not like So if you wanted to go test it out, you can get to it on my Twitch channel. I did put a link to the website to get to the beta part of the website. So feel free to drop by there and click and join the beta if you want to in Coffee Companion. So just a little bit of what I was talking about. This is not the right coffee app. Yeah, this doesn't have anything that I did today, this last time. Oh, I know why. So I'm not in the right branch. Terminal. Look at CD apps by MW / coffee app. Git checkout. Oh, master. Nope. Okay, great. Nope. Well, what branch am I currently in? You get to see me mess around and Git a little bit. Check what branch you're on Git. So yay, which is great. So Git branch, spelling, typing. Yeah, no, we're on master. Okay, so let's Xcode, open it back up. Okay, so it's this one. Sorry, I clicked on the wrong one earlier. So it'll come back and open really quickly, hopefully. Cool. Alright, yeah, so it opened. I don't want to run it there. I want to run it. Sorry if you hear any screeching in the background. We're making, the wife is making wonderful hummus, which is great. Cool, so this should, there we go. This is starting to look way better now. And if you look in here, and I'll explain what that to do was for the list. For the timer button needs the text, for the edit brew method from list. So inside, well, once that decides to actually load, we'll see it. So close, yet so far away. We're gonna add new brew method. So basically when you click and hold, you have this context menu that comes up. We want to add in one that says edit there. But the first thing I want to do is actually, what did I say the first thing I wanted to do was? The first thing I wanted to do was get the timer to start back at 0, which doesn't currently happen. Timer view. So let's see why it doesn't currently happen. Okay, so that 000 right there is not happening because we only set the seconds to 0. No, we set the minutes to 0 as well. I'm gonna hit start and we're gonna go. And see what happens. We gotta wait a minute just to see. I thought I had checked this before to make sure it started at 0. But I wonder. Oh, it's probably because I don't reformat it. I bet that's the issue, is that I'm not reformatting it. Cool. Like I said, I bet that's the issue, but I want to make sure that that's what's going to happen. Cool, we're getting close to being done there. Okay, so if I hit stop, and then I hit stop, it stopped. I hit start again. See, it starts back over. I bet it's because I don't format it again. Like, I don't reformat it, so that self.time at 0 doesn't actually get reformatted. You know what? Let's just put it up here at the beginning, and we'll get this also reformatted. Because the only reason that seconds gets reformatted is because it's going to get reformatted every second that it happens, which is what that does there. So that should be actually fixing that. And let's go into our brew methods, starting it now. Gotta wait a little bit of time right now for this. Just waiting that minute. If you have anything, any questions, anything at all, please feel free to ask. I'm more than happy to talk and chit chat about this stuff right now. Yeah. All right, so we're just gonna wait about 20 seconds. Couple more seconds, not that many more. And now if I hit stop. Nope, hit stop. And I hit start, and it starts back over. Cool. The only thing I didn't like was that it did that ... so let's see again how that works. Just gotta wait again. I know it's a long waiting game. And we're still waiting. It's great. Cool. And still waiting. All right, we have it here. I'm gonna hit stop. I wonder why it does that. Why does it go ... beforehand? Okay, so what if I don't? And instead of starting at 0, 0, let's do 0, and then 45. That way we only have to wait. We don't have to wait that long, but we have for that to happen. Cool. Go here. Something happened. Close. Thanks for the follow, General Gravy. I appreciate it. Welcome to the stream. Again, thanks for the follow. Thanks for making the little corgi appear on the screen. Really Makes my day. So it's going to dot dot dot, but why is it going to dot dot dot? Usually it goes dot 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 when there's not enough space. Oh, it hasn't recalculated the space. So I wonder if I give it a bit of width first from this text, if that'll be better. Not frame, width. Let's see. Min width. Oh, I don't know what the... Not frame. There we go. Min width is, we're going to say it's 0 to 0. Ideal width, I don't know. Infinity? Is that an option? Infinite? No. Dot infinity. That is an option that we can have. We don't really need an ideal width here. And we don't really need any of this. So I'm gonna delete that. That should be enough. And let's see if that works. So this is just saying, great, the frame can technically like size differently. So I can go all the way to small and go to large, like that kind of deal. So that's what we're gonna go here with. Cool. Let's see if that works. It didn't rebuild. That's an issue. I didn't hit run. So if I don't hit run, it's not gonna code it's not gonna compile anything on my simulator over here. $52, 3, 4. And it still did. I wonder if I set my min width to be 100, should be way more than enough there. So like now the text can't be anything less than 100. And I think that should give me enough space because I think that's like 100 by 100. I could probably make this better. 55. 55. And that way next time we build, this can just start at 55. It's just a shortcut to make it a little bit quicker for me to run. Okay, why? Though, where is this? This is going here, self.seconds. So time at 0 equals 2 digits of self.minutes. Time at 1. Oh, let's try it again. Cool. So we're going to try it again and see if that did a little bit better this time. So the whole UI on this app, so all the buttons and everything is built with SwiftUI. So right here is an actual SwiftUI view that I'm using. Stop, go. It's, I guess maybe because it goes, it shouldn't really go to 0. I wonder if it's because it's like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to change that, but it would be really nice to change that to just immediately go 0, 0. I'm going to try changing my min width one more time because maybe it wasn't wide enough, but 150 is pretty wide, I think. Dot. I just want to see where the actual frame itself is. So I'm going to put in a background here. On this frame. That way I know exactly where it's going to go. I'm calling the app Coffee Companion, but on the display it's called Coffee Buddy because the companion, okay, so it is going all the way across, because Coffee Companion does not fit on the iPhone screen, on the like home screen like I wanted it to, which is fine, it's no big deal, but I just changed it to Coffee Buddy. Hopefully that doesn't confuse a lot of people. Maybe I could just change the whole name to Coffee Buddy. I'm not really too tied to Coffee Companion, but, you know, just trying new things, trying to figure out exactly what I like. Okay, so it still does the little, like, dots. Trying to figure out exactly why it's doing the dots, though, because it doesn't make sense that it is. Because we set it to 0 here. And the whole reason we don't set it is because some people like to see their timer, like, what it is right when you set this. Well, let's set it first. Let's see what happens if I set timer first. Time at 1. Go. Oh, but it doesn't even, so it doesn't really matter if it's going to a minute. So I already have the minute first. Which is no big deal. So the minute's changing now like it should. So technically, that is done. Inside Trello, we can drag that to be done. Yeah, cool. This works. I don't know if I actually want to spend all the time to go figure out why it's going back to ... Maybe in the next commit. Only issue is that the text goes from the numbers to ... Comment. And I'm gonna close it though, because technically that issue is done. And let's go ahead and get rid of the background color because that's not needed. I didn't notice it. Did I not notice it before? Hold on. See, I didn't do it before whenever it just had to do the next one. So like if I take it back to how it was originally, I don't think it's gonna do the ... Start. See, it doesn't do the ... It's only when I even just add in the minutes for it to format. Which really doesn't even make complete sense. And you don't want to add too many computations in here because then you could get off of that 1 second increment. So I don't know exactly, because this isn't a true like to the second timer. It just kind of works because it's saying every second with this time interval. But the more computations you put in here, then of course it can start drifting. I mean, of course, just setting this to happen isn't going to cause it too much, but oh hey. Okay, so if I go back to 1, 1. And it might just be like my computer. Like if I build this on my phone, it might be a little bit better. So it's something with it having to redo the minutes and having to completely change. I wonder if it's because it's changing this time. Well, what if I just do this? Instead of having to put it in here, what if I do, string of that? That's why. Boom. And then we'll do one more of minutes. We don't need the self anymore. And I'll comment that guy out too. Great. And let's see. Maybe that'll be a little bit better. Because then it's just taking in this direct part here. It's not trying to redo and have to rethink. Okay, well, this was also wrong. Minutes. Seconds. The only thing else I can think of doing is, and something cool that you can actually do in SwiftUI is you can concatenate these texts. So then I can say dot text here, and then plus another text, string format, percent, whoops, quote, quote, percent 0TD seconds. Is that gonna work? And I don't think I need that frame anymore actually either. Sorry, I'm really itchy. Oh, what if I group? Let's try building, see if that fixes it. It did. I don't know if it's gonna work. I'm just trying something different. Nope, and it did again. This is a little bit weird. Button for start. Well, what if instead of doing it in here, we do it actually... Oh, it's because it's with an animation at that point. So with animation, it's trying to animate those texts in, which we don't necessarily need. I don't know. I'm saying this like I actually know that's what's going to happen, which I don't think we actually need right then. I could be completely wrong though, so I have no idea. I'm just trying things to see if it's going to work. And the whole reason I'm using the animation is because I want to trigger the timer is going so that these come in, so these stop buttons and start buttons actually come in on the proper time. And that's not working also. Oh, did I put that in the wrong? Start. Oh, because this is now built off of, now okay, so let's just discard change there. Okay, so that changed to 0, 0 as soon as I hit stop, which was not what I wanted because it was just reading from the minutes and seconds directly. And not at that point in time, which is not what I want. So I want it to take a little bit of time to not do that. Let's see. We can actually see that or I don't know if you guys can see because the resolution isn't that great. But the text keeps changing sizes because, aha, it works now too. Okay, but the text keeps changing sizes because the frame isn't held correctly. So I'm going to put that frame there again. Frame 0 max width dot infinity. Whoops. Max width. So that's just saying the dot infinity is just saying to fill up the entire screen. Oh, yeah. That's going to cause an issue if I have unneeded colons everywhere. Now if I go here, I hit start, it goes stop, start again. Awesome. And it's back to normal. So we're going to take this back to 0 and 0. Cool. All right, so that is completely done. We don't have those weird dots in there. So that one's done. What is next? Edit brew method from list. So basically, when I click here, I need an edit here. So let's go get the SF symbol first that I need. From here, whoops, go back. I'm going to go ahead and get that committed though also. Terminal, get these added in so that they get added. So we're going to do cd apps by mw slash. So git add, git commit dash m. So git is my version control so that I just keep track of what I'm doing. And if I ever need to go back, I can fix it. I can always go back to whatever commit message I had and it would be okay. So timer fixes issue number 6 and fixes the dots. Oh, that's fine. Git push, and it's going to ask for my secret key. I'm going to try not to push that, to say that out loud. Not that I don't think any of y'all would necessarily steal my repos, but you never know. Cool. Why is this? Oh, yeah, I know. So everything's telling me that there's a web socket with another project that I have. Oh, and there's a feature preview. Sure. Why not? Coffee app. Oh, I did change it a little bit. I like it though. So GitHub is apparently pushing out this change. It's a little bit better. You can always go to my GitHub repo. It's just coffee-app. For this, tells you the latest release, which was last week's. I like it a lot better. And then how to sponsor this project if you wanted to. Greatly appreciated, but not necessary. That's cool. All right. But the next thing we wanted to do was edit the Brew Method list. So add that in. So I was opening SF symbols. Gotta pick out a pencil icon to show for edit. Definitely not the pencil tips. So either the square and pencil or just the pencil. Any opinions from those watching? So we could do just the pencil or the square and pencil. Which one would look better? Well, I would guess the pencil would probably look better since how it's just the trash can. So that's the one I'm gonna go with. If you have other opinions, please feel free. I am more than happy to take those opinions. Where? Brew choices. Oh goodness. I wonder if I can do a navigation link as this. Destination is going to be main edit, and I'm sure I have to give in a brew method. Yeah. Image is going to be system name with pencil. Text is going to be edit. I don't know. Okay, apparently it doesn't like that. Oh, or does it? Okay. So let's see what happens here. I just didn't do anything. Well, that's cool. So what we're gonna do instead is, instead of a navigation link, we can make a sheet pop up. And this has to be a state variable. Edit is presented equals false. And it's going to be a button, action, self dot, edit is presented equals true. And then we can, underneath context menu, dot sheet is presented is going to be the edit. I mean, it's going to be edit is presented, content view, content is going to be the main edit. Self dot, nope, not self dot, just brew method dot environment and self dot moc. Oh, it needs to be binding, so I forgot the bling. So that should be better. So self.bling, it is presented. Let's try that now. There we go. I hope everyone is having a good Monday afternoon. That's not what I wanted to do. I know I am. I've had a good Monday so far. Oh, hey. I did be brought up. But if I hit done, it would be really cool if it just took it to that method. But it's the same edit. Oh. Well, it's the same edit from there. So I wonder if we could do that a little bit differently. And make that done. Just work a little bit different. So like, maybe like a flag. So like a Boolean variable that kind of showed, that said whether, oh, OBS quit again. No, it didn't. Okay. All right, sorry guys, I had an issue with OBS, which is great. It's always great. I mean, I had an issue. I accidentally kicked the power on my external GPU, which is never fun. And everything decides to quit because of that. I'm missing a simulator, I think. Device. Okay, maybe I'm not. I'll just run it and we'll see what happens. Whoops. There's that. Scroll over, it's right there. Great. That's working. Stop messing with... Why did everything quit though? That doesn't make sense. Okay, I have that back. That's back. This is back. I think we're back. Again, I'm really sorry. Technical difficulties, they happen. But like I said, I think we're all completely back. Ooh, my bitrate is red. Sorry if that kicked everyone off. I'm really sorry. I should be back right now. Yeah. Oh, why? Okay, well, this is fun. I'm gonna go here real quick. So you can see in some of my chat previously, it decided to still keep around my stuff from, I mean, there's still stuff from my stream over the weekend. I was playing Zelda a bit, which was fun. There we go. And I'm going to keep doing it. So on Wednesdays, instead of playing Animal Crossing now, I'm going to play Zelda and just have some fun there. All right, and now we should be able to see everything that I wanted again. Cool. Here we go. Okay, so we have that is presented, is done correctly. Main edit. Oh, I don't have... Didn't I open that already? Stream labels? Did I lie? So everything quit because it was all connected to my eGPU, and well, when everything's all connected to your eGPU, and your eGPU decides to die, everything else decides to die, which is always fun. But great. So now we're back. I'm not going to worry about it. It's great. We're back online. All that good stuff. I have the edit working. I am going to put the edit above delete. And we are going to... what are we going to do here? Oh, and we're going to make the delete red. So I can do dot foreground color dot red. And when I build and run that delete should now become red. These SF symbols, these San Francisco symbols are awesome. Just because they're already built in, and so like everything already knows what to do. Why shouldn't that work? But yeah, so great. It used to be able to be red. I don't know why it's not currently. New window. Let's do some Googling real quick. Context menu option. No, Thorgy. Dog just went and stretched out. It was great. It was cute. Okay, so supposedly you can't be anything more than black right now. I'm gonna leave that foreground color there because if there is something that changes that to be red later, that's good. I swear it used to be red though. I guess I could be wrong as though. So cool. That one's done now too. So let's go to Trello. The wonderful Stack Overflow told me that, which is great. I love Stack Overflow. It really helps me sometimes here and there. But we're going to go to Coffee App, edit Brew Method. So this is probably going to be a short one. Just because it's actually I've almost completed everything that I wanted to do in here. So probably we just got to get that timer button to be way bigger and that text to be bigger, text size, in here to be bigger. So this start button and this time, like this whole thing just needs to be like 5 times bigger, basically, is what I want to do. Make font bigger in SwiftUI. Custom font size. I really just want, oh, that's a some size 60. Okay, so that seems way too easy. Let's get this added in though. Git add, git commit -m. What am I doing here? I am going to call it something. Adds edit option to context menu. Cool, so that got updated. The next thing is we're going to update. Font still doesn't look too terribly big, which is okay. So next thing we're gonna do is work on that size. So I really should be able to. It said just do dot font dot size system size. I don't know what the size currently is, so I like to start off with 100 and let's see. Oh, I see. So then it's going to get rid of this like title part here, probably. Oh, wow. That's cool, but I really want the to be the same. Oh, man, that was huge. We'd have to see what that looks like on an SE also, though. And I think my simulator window is device, window, physical size. Oh, hey. Look at that. I mean, that looks pretty much what I want, I think. What if I can change it to 50 though? It just looks really big. This would actually be a really good case to want to be using that preview window that I'm not currently using, just because that preview window would make my life a little bit easier. I wouldn't have to keep rebuilding. Hey, that looks great. Cool. So that looks a lot better there. Let's see what else could we do to make this look better. I know, I mean, if I pull up my phone and go to this app, I feel like all the text is really small. Not just the start, but it is the default size. So like if I go to Twitter, it's actually the same size, so it might actually be okay. Cool, I'm gonna go ahead and build this and run it on my phone. Stop. And run it on like my physical phone. But hopefully it looks relatively the same, but we just did it. Oh, I'm frozen. Why am I frozen? Like, is my video frozen? What's frozen? Are you sure I'm frozen and I haven't actually just done something? I think there's a little bit of a lag at least. Okay, come on. It says it's running. It actually hasn't ran. Oh, here we go. It ran and... And it's there. And the start and stop look a lot better. And I think that actually made the other text look a lot better as well on the physical device. So that's awesome. So that extra font size, to get that custom font size, we just had to do this. And there's ways to get custom fonts in there, but I'm not using custom fonts. I like to just stick with like whatever the system defaults are, which was that, and it's great. Delete app. So that one is done as well. Cool. So those are really the ones that are done. I'm trying to see if there's one that I could easily do. Here. 1 second, guys. I'm gonna be right back while I figure this out. And then, yeah, I'll be right back. Just give me a minute or two. Also gives me a chance to get my stand hour. Oh, you want to come in here? No, come on to me. All right, sorry about that. I had to make sure that the app was actually working on the Apple TV because it should be. It should be totally fine. So I didn't actually go black anywhere, which was good. It just seemed like the Apple TV had a little bit of an issue, which is no big deal. It happens. So I don't know what I should do. Do you guys have a suggestion on which one I should do next? I can only go probably for another like 20 minutes. Just because that is how much time I really have left to be able to do things. After this, I gotta record a podcast episode, so I'm kind of on a little bit of a time crunch, but something easy that could work. Alternate icons requires a bit of design work, which isn't that hard, but if you have alternate icon ideas, I have my Trello completely open for people to go and comment on, so you could add in comments here if you wanted to. I'll put a comment into the chat for everyone with the Trello link, because I'd love to hear different ideas for icon options, icon colors. Right now it's just like the 2 shades of blue. I'm gonna add one that's rainbow, because why not have fun there? But I'd be more than happy to add in others also. Share on all devices. That one should be relatively easy actually to do. To get everything into Cloudkit, because all I'm going to do is use Cloudkit for this. So why don't I do that one? And it should be like a 5-minute deal, because I'm already using core data, so we can make this work a little bit easier. So if we go into coffee timer, we're gonna go into, I don't really care about it being landscape, but upside down is cool. Signing capabilities, right? Yeah. Cloud. I want to use Cloudkit. So the thing that I don't like about Cloudkit is I can't get rid of any of these options in here, which kind of sucks. It adds in a lot. But we're going to do this. Apps by MW dot coffee timer. That way it just all matches the Xcode project. It doesn't have it yet. So once you add in this, the next thing we have to do is add remote background modes. And really the best thing that you want is this remote notification, so it knows to push and pull back. Oh, let me get this added as well. The only reason I'm doing it this way is because I really only need, I want to get this timer here. I want to get that added in. Fixed size. Cool. Alright, so that fixed the size. So now we want the coffee bot. So now that's been added to add those guys. The next thing we actually need to do to get it done is go into our scene delegate here. And instead of, where'd it go? No, sorry, not scene delegate, app delegate. Instead of persistent container, we want NS persistent Cloudkit container like that. And it should be coffee dash timer, I believe. Right? Hold on. I actually started doing this over in iHog. Like I completely restarted iHog over just so I could get some of the views and stuff a little bit better. What are you playing with, Sydney? The cat is playing with something. App delegate. See, that's just iHog, and the container is, go back here. And the container is iHog, so I bet it needs to be apps by MW dot coffee dash timer. Did I close it? I did close it. Well, that's fun. So I think that's what I needed to make it work. Let me go check my Cloudkit stuff real quick. I don't need to run it on my phone. Run it on the 11 Pro. And I have another one somewhere running it as well. Another simulator, I just need to find it. But I wanted to check Cloudkit Dashboard. Yeah. cool. I wanted to make sure that the Cloudkit dashboard had the new thing that I added in. Where'd this go? Coffee timer. And it's right there. Hey. But it can be loaded. See, it worked. Okay, so it didn't get the custom types in. And that is taking forever to load. But why? Oh, it's super upset. Unsafe with negative count. That doesn't make sense. Remember how I said this was supposed to be like an easy fix? What if we just did what it said? And we're gonna rerun it. I'm gonna go into, where did my model? Okay, so yeah, it probably still need to be coffee underscore timer. That's probably an issue there. Let's see if this doesn't go too far, too bad. We'll figure it out. Custom types should come up. I had to add something. Yep, and then, but inside app delegate, I had to add I don't think I actually had to add anything. See, and I just called it iHog, so that made it a bit easier. I wonder if I changed it from iHog to apps.mw.ihog. Coffee timer. Okay, so it found it. No, we don't need to add. Okay, great. So it found that. If I go into okay, so instead of, and again, this is why I wish that we had, I could delete these. You can't actually delete Cloudkit containers. Coffee timer. Don't know why. Where'd it go? I want coffee timer. And it's going to sync that, or it should. Cool. And it's there, so we can see that it's there. If I go to here, coffee, Cloudkit home, it should. These are all the projects that I did to try to get me to learn Cloudkit, which is also why I'm like, I really want to be able to delete containers, because it doesn't make sense that I can't delete containers. Because like it should just appear here, and then in schema, you should be able to see your custom fields, kind of like I can here for iHog. I don't know. Let's open Cloudkit Dashboard again. Oh, it's gonna try open Brave. Let's try again. Coffee timer. I found it. Oh, like it couldn't be open at all. Well, that's cool. We still don't have custom types, but I'm going to go in here and hit save. I'm going to build. I'm going to run it again. It's loading the container. There's still no custom types. I think there was something I did have to add. I just don't know where I added it. I guess GitHub could actually be helpful here. I know this is very thrilling watching me go and try to figure out where I added that, what I added there. No, I want to see the, oh, there it was. History. Can add in delete shows, I bet is where it was in. And nope. Context. I changed from context to MOC. Okay, well, that wasn't exactly adding all files, maybe? We'll see how this goes this time. App delegate. Scene delegate's the same. I swear there was some part in here that I had to add in some things. Syncing works. Syncing works and not do anything with actual syncing. This is why commit messages are really important to be descriptive. Because without it, you don't know. You don't know what you're doing. Okay, so under content, context automatically merges changes from parent. That's going to be in scene delegate. Whoops. And that's going to be, instead of context, we'll change it to MOC. Is that all I needed? That might have been all I needed. I don't know. Command 3, switch for me. Going into that schema again. We still don't have custom types. Don't know why. Everything should be able to go to core data. Stop. When in doubt, close and reopen. And cause it all to push again. Let's see, I tweeted about it. Not on that one. This one. Profile. Tweets and replies. Where'd he go? I had it going. Enabling Cloudkit. Added to the scene delegate, and it's working now. Okay. Well, apparently that's what I needed, and that's what it caused to work. Before an iHog. I wonder if I need it to actually try to push to Cloudkit also. Okay, hold on. It's thinking. It'll load soon. Just waiting for it to load. If this doesn't work, then this is going to be the thing that we continue working on next week. What is today? Today is the 8th. So next Monday is going to be... What is next Monday going to be? It is going to be the 15th. Actually, we're going to continue this on the 12th. Cancel, edit. Done. Back. So that should have added it to Cloudkit, I think. Because really, it's not even saving to, because I did this app delegate here, and I changed this to NS persistent Cloudkit container, it's really just looking for that Cloudkit container. Like, yes, it's talking to the core data container at the same time, but that Cloudkit is really what it's talking to in the end. Nope. Cool. iHog. Xcode. In app delegate here. Oh, okay, so if I have that persistent container.view context. So let persistent container is an NS persistent Cloudkit container. Container equals the name of a coffee timer. I'm just making sure that I'm not missing anything silly, and it's all pretty much the same after that. Okay, well, with that being said, I'm probably going to call it there. Cool. I really appreciate it, guys. I really appreciate y'all sitting through that little technical error that I had at the beginning. I mean, halfway, not even at the beginning, halfway through. Yeah, just stop. We'll have to see what's going on. Maybe it's going to take some time to actually populate on Cloudkit. Maybe on Friday we're going to find that it's going to do a little bit more. So I keep saying on Friday, like, things are going to happen and things are going to change. Well, really what that means is that on Friday, I'm going to start streaming now on Fridays as well. It's not just a Monday thing anymore for Coffee Companion. I'm going to try to start streaming. I'm not going to try. I'm going to start streaming on Friday afternoons as well at 1 p.m. still. So still the same time, just adding in Fridays also. I'm hoping that I can get a, and I'll add these into beta afterwards later today. But I'm hoping that I can get a release candidate out before July. So we still have a little bit of to do in here. To do options in here. If you notice, there's a lot of stuff in the back. There's stuff getting added to the backlog. So I did have a person join the beta program, the test flight program, which was really awesome. And they gave some feedback, which is great. And that's what some of these items is, like add a notes section. US measurements also was a thing that they suggested doing as well, instead of just grams, which I want to. So there should be an option in there to do. And then on top of that also, though, just to explain the Trello a little bit, so if you go and you see what it is, you can see that the pink are user, and then like you have blue for feature or user, and then there could be a red there for bug. So this magenta color is just saying, hey, a user noticed this and is requesting this feature. Or a user noticed that there was a bug, and that's what the bug should be. So next time you come to Trello, just know you can see very quickly what's been user requested and what's not. Anything in this to-do tab, this to-do column, list, whatever Trello wants to call it, is going to be the things I want done for the next version. So this is everything that I want done for version 1. Yes, at some point I want to add in tests and stuff like that. I need to really figure that out. But right now, these are the things that I want for version 1. So all of this is going into test. This is what's currently in test flight right now. That should say B2. So what's currently in test flight. These 3 items will get added into test flight also. And then this is what we're going to do on Friday, is share on all devices. And if I figure out how to share on all devices, we're going to add a note where we'll add a, we'll go ahead and figure out how to do time text. So these are the 2 things I'm really planning on doing on Friday. The share on all devices, I got to do some more research into Cloudkit and why it's not working. And then figure out how to make the time text a different color. So basically when the blooming is done, you should get some kind of indication on the screen that blooming is done. Either that, or maybe there's a notification that needs to be made on the phone. Or like an alert pops up or something. So it'll just have to be something like that that gets added in. But yeah, so again, thanks a lot for sticking by. Just remember, I know the world is tough right now. I know not everything is great right now. But there are ways you could help. So just make sure you keep an eye out to see what you can do to help out the community as times are getting tough. I know that I'm still at home, and this is like week. It's been a solid 2 months now since I've been at home, which is great. So in solid 2 months, like that's a lot of time, but it could be worse. So make sure you're taking care of yourself with all of this, and make sure that you are, and make sure that you do what you can for your community as well. Anyway, with that being said, thanks a lot guys for watching, and thanks for sticking by, and I will see you on Wednesday when I stream some more Zelda, or on Friday when I do more code. Again, thanks, and I will see y'all later this week. I have to